Look, none of you motherfuckers more than likely got anything for Valentine's last week. But please believe me, your ass better not came up short and didn't bring anything to the goddamn table. More likely, you probably won't get nothing but a ragged ass, ugly ass Dillard's tie for Father's Day, an ugly ass sweater for your birthday, and then you probably may not even get a goddamn gift for Christmas. Why? Because it's all right. It's all right to not give you nothing. It's all right not to celebrate you or uplift you as men.
Says who?
But you better
That's
not
why.
do that. Hold on.
That's why I changed Father's Day.
Hold on. But you better not do that to the women. You better make sure you come home with something. Even if she tells you, you don't have to get me nothing, you better not come home empty-handed. Because that's going to be your ass. When you go out for Father's Day to dinner, plenty of space. You ain't got no need for no reservations. Mother's Day, you got to put a reservation 2 weeks ahead. Because there ain't nowhere to sit. Man, look here. Do they dehumanize us? Hell yeah. You see it as far as an advertisement. You don't see a lot of men commercials on Father's Day. They don't see nothing really. So you're going to see a commercial from a goddamn Home Depot or Lowe's. But as far as something else, no, you ain't seeing them say, hey, go buy your man a nice necklace or some jewelry or something like that. Take him out to dinner. You ain't seeing this shit. But they push it towards the women. So they make it sound like we don't care about nothing. We don't have no goddamn feelings. That this doesn't matter to us. And it may not be the case. Men want to be appreciated too. It may look differently than how the women get it, but we want to be appreciated too. Just like Willis does.
Yes, sir.
Wife told him. Now she probably lying her ass off. But this shit, you couldn't tell him that it made him feel a certain way. It made him feel appreciated, respected, and loved. Look here, I'm not dealing with no woman if she tell me I don't need a man. I'm encouraging no man deal with a woman if she say she don't need you. Fuck want me. Do you need me? That's what I need to hear from you. And if you could tell me that, you got a chance with me.
I want
to make you feel like you ain't shit. Like you don't care. Like what? It doesn't matter. You ain't got to worry about him. To the point, y'all will deal with your ragged ass kid first before you deal with your husband. No,
I don't care. Listen,
I'm priority. I'm priority. Not these damn kids. Let me finish. I'm almost done. I don't talk too much. But let me finish out. The man should be the priority in the situation. The man ought to always get the biggest cheek. I shouldn't have to wait 20 minutes after everybody else to get my hell no. I should be first in line. I understand women supposed to go first, but how about y'all ladies put us first sometime? Because guess who provided that meal that's being put on that goddamn table? That man. Not you, baby. I appreciate you cooking it. But you didn't provide it. Allow me to eat first. Them kids, ain't nothing wrong with them eating a second and third or fourth. They good. They good. I promise you they not going to keep these goddamn lights on. I promise you they not going to pay their water bill or their house payment. None of that. So, ladies, start to appreciate the man that you are in a relationship with, that you are married to, that you are dating, whatever the case may be. Start appreciating little things. Little things, man. Just do that for them. And watch them give you the world. But you keep on being assholes and jerks and just step on, I'm going to tell you, he's going to go out there and get Nancy. And Nancy going to take care of his ass. I'm leaving it there.
All right, so I think he was super cooking, and I 1000% agree. And I think that black men collectively should prioritize making sure that you find somebody that appreciates you. Can I just get a thumbs up, a thumbs down from the men on the panel? Have y'all ever dated a woman that was down their head and heels over love with you? You may or may not have liked her, but she was like over the top in love with you, and it didn't require money or none of the extra shit for her to feel that way because she felt that way about you, right? I would argue those are the women you should marry. That's the woman right there. That woman right there. And then I think a lot of this stuff will go away because we can be appreciated. That would be my argument.
I think those are the women that men marry.
What happens?
What you mean? What happens? I think those exactly the man that man married.
Why doesn't it sustain like that? What happens where it changes?
The end of the relationship oftentimes ain't in their hands.
If it ain't sustaining, it's probably because the guy was being a little too nice and not standing on business.
Your ass out of here, Cloud.
Making sure, and he wasn't making sure that he demanded the way he wanted to be treated and didn't accept less. You know, the same way women got standards, we gotta have standards too. It's not really about because Hink was saying, oh well, she gotta appreciate. She don't gotta appreciate because I'm not. No, well, not even that she gotta appreciate. I'm not gonna accept less than appreciation. So if she not appreciating, then she not gonna exist in my world. So so she will appreciate because if she don't, she's not gonna be in the vicinity.
All right. So I know that Marcus asked that question, right? We got a lot of married men on the panel. Out of all of y'all, was that the woman that you married, or you had your or you in a long-term current relationship with right now?
Yes.
About to start some fights, man.
You act like you put them in a position where they can say no.
I mean, they say no, that's up to them. I mean, I would hope they're being honest.
Sweeney, go cook those ribs.
The women are watching. They ain't got no choice but to say yes.
How about you just say pass? How about you just say pass? You don't got to say no.
Man,
you don't want to answer the question.
Say it with your whole chest.
Sweeney,
say it with your whole chest.
Just say pass.
Sweeney, what you did is what I did to my brother-in-law, rest in peace, one time. I remembered his wedding song. We was at dinner, and my sister turned around and asked him, "You remember the wedding song, baby?" And I was like, and he didn't. He had hell for a month. What you just did was put people up on the chopping block. Of course, they ain't gonna say, but there's a million stories about men that have regret because they know they let that one get away. At least some of us have a story that we may or may not say that, you know what? In retrospect, that girl was everything I needed. I only chased what I wanted. And my mom always told me, you always chase the ones that don't want you, and you never want the one that wants you.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's my point. That's exactly my point.
I don't disagree that there's definitely some guys out there that have done that. Hey, but look, it ain't always true. Sometimes a man get more than one at bat. You know, that's the case.
Then maybe you got two. Then maybe you got two at that point.
So I did want to ask y'all this. So because Hank said a whole lot. Hold on, wait, Shannon, didn't you want to go?
Yeah, let's let Shannon go. Let's let Shannon cook first, and then we'll go ahead.
Yana Van Zandt says that men are dehumanized only valued based on what they do. Hey, only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. Men are only loved under the condition that they can provide something. Shout out to Chris Rock. But here's the thing. Typically, not always, but typically, men are okay with this. And they're typically okay with this under two conditions. Shout out to Hink, Rilla, and Clout, and I think somebody else. Appreciation and recognition, fellas. We're talking about appreciation because people could silently appreciate some shit. But men want to be recognized for their contributions. And herein lies the problem. Men aren't being appreciated for their contributions today. That's what I've been saying Luis is talking about. In fact, oftentimes their contributions are being appropriated to someone who didn't deserve it. You get a lot of men that do a whole lot for a whole lot of people, and then those people act like they did it all by themselves, like they did it alone. They forget that they wouldn't have what they have or be where they are without that man's help. That's upsetting. I did it all alone, is what they say. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know if I want a woman that wants me for me. I know that's an argument. That's a prevailing argument. Find you a woman that wants you for you. Because you know why? That could turn into resentment over time. That love can be fleeting. I'm the guy who believes in duty. And so I want men and all the kings and princes that are soon to be kings to understand that you need to be appreciated for your contributions. And how should you be? Sex, food, and a verbal thank you. Ladies that's listening, men expect this. Sex, food, and a verbal thank you. We need Rilla, when he moved those boxes, his wife came and said, I appreciate you. That made it all worth it. Despite the back pain and the hurt legs, despite the cut hands, it made it all worth it for Rilla to do that when his wife appreciated what he did and recognized him for his efforts. That's what gives men strength. Men expect and only be with, like Cloud said, a woman that does what Rilla's wife did for him this past Sunday.